All right, so Trump gets a huge inauguration day update from the left. There is a video trending that I need to share with you guys. It's trending all over the internet of leftists losing their minds and saying what they're gonna do on on inauguration day because of what happened on election day. We also got a huge update on the 17-year-old shooter who happens to be a girl by the name of Natalie Samantha Rupnow. Apparently, she was a feminist. She has some type of manifesto out there. Allegedly, there's a lot of updates on that. So there's a lot of stories happening, a lot of big things going on in the world of politics. The shooting happened earlier today, leaving 3 dead, 6 injured. I know, including one of the teachers, student. So it's pretty crazy what is happening in this world. But a lot of people are talking about the connections between the school shooters. The last few school shooters happen to be female. In fact, I have a video from CNN that I have to play where CNN is shocked to find out that the school shooter is a girl. It's a young girl who is a feminist and all this crazy stuff happening. So I want to play this video real quick that's going around. Make sure to smash the like button if you guys can. Always thankful for that. Spread the word on these videos. They're very important. So let's start off with this story first. This story is hitting the news like no tomorrow. Apparently, Democrats are losing their minds about Inauguration Day, and they still have hope that Trump's not actually going to be the president. I know that sounds crazy. Well, let's take a look, and so that way you guys can understand exactly what I'm saying here. Let's take a listen to this video.
I want to just leave this short. It's 4 minutes. We'll do this before 5. Guys, don't forget, it's we the people, okay? We have executive order coming out 13848, right? It's going to be implemented. It's been out. Donald Trump helped create it, and it's going to come back to bite him in the ass because what it does is it says how we have to proceed when we realize that there has been outside interference in our elections. There definitely has been. They're going to reveal that on the 20th of December because 45 days from November 6th brings us to December 20th, which is.
By the way, so this guy decided to make a video, and mind you, I remember when they tried to make it seem like the left tried to make it seem like it was Donald Trump supporters that were the conspiracy, evil people, conspiracy theorists. But this just goes to show you that they're legitimately the influencers on the left. This guy is some type of influencer on the left. He's literally running on this idea to his supporters that Trump is going to go away some way how. And that some way how Trump on inauguration day, January 20th, Trump's not going to be the president anymore. He's giving his supporters hope. But keep listening because this video is going viral. This is what the left is now thinking.
6 days from today. So this coming Friday. So have a great weekend. Do your laundry. Hang your stuff out if you can. Change the sheets to your bed. Go grocery shopping. Get everything set up. Go to church tomorrow or don't. Pray at home. Hold hands. Love the ones you're with. Be good to yourselves. And let's get our country back, right? Next week, the Friday, I have a feeling this executive order 13848 will be implemented. And if not, a month from then, December 20th to January 20th, the day of the inauguration, we, the people, are going to have to show up in Washington and have this guy step down.
Whoa, is that a threat? Is that an inauguration day threat? Oh, no. Jerry, you're going to have the FBI at your door. I mean, probably not because the FBI really doesn't care about stuff like this, unfortunately. We got trending, but let's see. Let's keep hearing him out. Apparently, this guy is inciting something. What is he inciting?
And if not, a month from then, December 20th to January 20th, the day of the inauguration, we, the people, are going to have to show up in Washington and have this guy step down. The 3% rule states that if you have 3% of a group of people's population, 3% of a particular population, if they gather in mass, they can change everything. So we have 330 million Americans. 10% of that is 33 million. And what's a third of that? 11 million. 11 million of us have to show up on Washington, D.C. on January 20th and have this guy step down. He'll see 11 million people. Talk about a crowd. He'll have a coronary. It'll have
11 million. So on Inauguration Day, Democrats are planning on gathering 11 million people. I don't even think Democrats had 11 million people show up to the election. But hey, apparently this guy, to get the country back and to have Trump step down, you have to have 11 million people show up. So what happens when you have Trump supporters, millions, probably a couple 100,000 are going to show up, probably like 300-400, maybe more, maybe 1 million people show up to Inauguration Day. And then you have a whole bunch of Democrats. What happens then?
Have to step down. We got to do it. And we can't depend on the people out west. God bless. But for those of us here in New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Long Island, Connecticut, right? Everybody, we got to converge on Washington. Black, white, trans, LGBTQ2, drag queens, peacefully, cohesively. We're going to meet and have this guy step down on January 20th. That's our fail-safe. And I just want to put a smile on your face because I don't know if you remember, but I'm 61. And in the 70s, watching cartoons on Saturday morning, they had this thing called Schoolhouse Rock. And they were trying to teach you about our government through songs. And I'll sing the one that I remember. I remember how it goes.
Oh, he's going to sing a song.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union.
Oh my God, the left is losing it so bad.
Establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense. Promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Right? We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, and promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Oh my God. They are losing it so bad. So apparently, yeah. So he's giving hope. Democrats, 11 million Democrats are planning, millions of Democrats planning on showing up to Trump's inauguration to have him step down because they only need 3%, according to whatever he's saying here. So we have Trump stepping down on Inauguration Day, according to Democrats. This is the fairy tale world that they're living in now. They're living in this world where influencers are beginning to give people false hope that Donald Trump is actually going to step down. That's crazy. But this is not just any ordinary Democrats. This is what they sound like on a daily basis. We're going to have Trump step down. Remember, Jamie Raskin said that some way how, but after January 6th, Trump's going to be forced to step down using the 14th Amendment, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. So this is not a new thing. This is what Democrats are at on Inauguration Day. Mind you, right? 15, 17-year-old Natalie Rapnow identified as the shooter, right? This is more leftist behavior. Why do you say leftist behavior? Well, I'll tell you why. Identified as a suspect in Abundant Life Christian school mass shooting. So Christian schools, this is not the first one. Remember the one in Nashville that was shot up. In the latest update, police reported that 2 students remain in critical condition. I'm praying for them, by the way, with life-threatening injuries following the school shooting Monday morning in Abundant Life Christian School, a private Christian school in Madison, where she attended in Wisconsin. 4 others were also transported to the local hospitals for treatment. Earlier, authorities confirmed that a student and a teacher were killed in the attack, which occurred just before 11 o'clock in the morning. So we have a tragedy happening. The suspect shooter identified, I think she's 17. They're saying here that she's 15. So maybe I got my reports wrong. Identified as a 15-year-old. She's a teenager. Samantha Rupnow, female student, is also deceased, according to Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes. Here's a crazy clip that I'm about to show you from CNN, because apparently there's calls, right? Now that we know what the leftists are thinking for Inauguration Day, as I'm moving on to the story, make sure to smash the like button. I think we have 400 likes. If you guys can smash this like button, I appreciate you guys. Watch this. Joe Biden, after this happened, has called for for gun control. Now, gun control is something that Democrats have been pushing for a very long time. Every time there's a school shooting, it doesn't happen. But here's one. When the CEO of United Healthcare, when he got shot, you didn't see any Democrats come out and say that we needed gun control, that we needed the Second Amendment. We needed to control. We need guns to be. What does he always say? We need weapon bans, right? You never saw it, right? When the gun control conversation never came up when the CEO of United Healthcare got shot. Now, that's just a point. I just want to say, whenever somebody gets shot that they don't agree with, they don't care. But when it's a school shooting and it's all this crazy stuff that's happening, by the way, I'm about to show you footage from CNN finding out that the shooter is a female again. Take a listen.
Note, this news just coming in. According to law enforcement officials, the shooter was a female student. And Steve, that seems rather rare.
It's quite unusual. Males are predominantly. I'm searching my mind to see whether I've ever heard of a female shooter in a school shooting, and so this is amazing. But
you've never heard of it? You've never heard of it? Are you kidding me? He says he's never heard of female school shooters. Ladies and gentlemen, there is quite a bunch. They just happen to not identify as male anymore. I mean, do we have to show the list? I mean, there's the list right here. We could show the list of, because he says he's never heard of it, which is just absolutely insane. When we look at the last few school shooters that have made the headlines, Nashville one was identified as trans. We have Philly school shooter identified as a cross-dresser. Perry school shooter. So look, the fact that they're acting like this is new, and I'm not saying, look at the patterns. All I'm saying is I'm not CNN. We're not falling for this, right? But here we go. Let's keep listening to them, because this is more CNN propaganda.
Males are predominantly. I'm searching my mind to see whether I've ever heard of a female shooter in a school shooting, and so this is amazing. But I will say that while students of concern committees and things like that are important, we also learned that if you can delay the shooter 3 to 4 minutes at the most, you can usually interdict the shooter. So we can't just say a student of concern committee or a similar thing is going to solve the problem itself, absent some kind of hardening, because as we've seen so many times, people are reluctant to talk about things. And then you get something like this where a female student comes in and you wouldn't have even put two eyes on the situation beforehand.
I guess so. I guess the list really doesn't exist. The shooter, once again, was she mentally ill? Biological female named Natalie Lynn, Samantha Roop now. A snippet of the manifesto. There was a manifesto allegedly. Now, this is alleged. I'm not sure if this is true, but many resources are saying that this is a true manifesto. I'm going to read it here. Once again, we're not sure. Women, this is what she says. Women are the only hope for this wretched world. But even women have been brainwashed by moids for too long. They've internalized the patriarchy and turned on each other, always begging for male approval and validation. It's disgusting. I realize the truth. Men are irredeemable. All I'm going to read is that. Here's why. This is from the Discord, allegedly. Now, I'm not sure if this is real or not, but many sources are saying that this is real. And again, we have another school shooter at a Christian school. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the school shooter in Nashville, that also took place at a Christian school. And And we got the Denver. If you guys remember, the Denver shooter was a girl who identified as a guy, and then the Aberdeen shooter was also trans. So the fact that they're saying that, again, not to make it a point, but CNN wants to act like they don't know what's going on here. Let's just be very honest. I think it has to do Christianity, Jesus Christ. That's just me. That's just me. That was last year. So let's keep reading here. She says, Rad Femme. Hitler was vindicated now. They can't be reformed or redeemed. They're a scourge upon the earth. The only solution is to totally exterminate them and every Foyd who worships these parasites. So apparently, if this is true, we have another young lady who has been fallen victim to this ideology that men are the problem. Again, radicalized, we can make the argument for that. But if you go shooting up a Christian school, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to make my insinuations. I'm going to make my points being. That's all I'm saying. I just got, let me see some more word here. So breaking, I can report that the deceased mass shooter at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin is a 15-year-old girl named Natalie Lynn Rupnow. Let me see. She carried out the mass shooting in the school library, according to a source. She did not identify as trans. The teen girl used the name Sam online in the username Crossixer. Let me see if I can put this on the screen for you. Shout out to Reacciona PR. He sent me this. Thank you. Thank you for your donation, man. I appreciate you. So as we're reading here, she had extensive online obsession with school shooters and that what? Particularly the 1999 Columbine high school shooting. She was obsessed with that. What? Rupnow was a big fan of KM FDM rock band, which was also referenced by one of the Columbine shooters. She often wore the t-shirt of the band. Rupnow's online friends identified the X account, which purported to belong to her. Soon as after the news broke of the shooting, the account's last post is of an okay hand signal in the bathroom. That was they're saying that this was her. So once again, this is all pretty much unconfirmed. I don't want to go out on a limb here, but when you shoot up a Christian school, I have no other choice but to believe that there's a reason for that. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. So we got Democrats marching on Inauguration Day. What is that going to look like? We have literally, that's starting to be a thing. We have a movement growing about that. And then we also have a school shooter who is a rad femme. So do with that information as you may. We got more news to come. But I just got to say, man, it's just crazy. CNN acting like it's the first time it ever happened. That's even crazier to me. I'm not going to lie. So let me know what you guys think about these stories, man. Pretty crazy what's going on, but must report. Definitely must report on this. So make sure to smash the like button right now. Spread the word on this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. I just want to say rest in peace to the lives lost in Wisconsin. May God be with you.